here.
I didn't laugh.
We got some giggles at the back.
Dirty bloody cameraman up the back.
Easily entertained.
Questions when you're ready, guys?
Brad, congratulations. How's it compared with 5 years ago, and how do you feel about having to wait so long to get it back?
Look, I'm ecstatic for the group. Just the greatest bunch of young ladies, and I just wish we could share it with some more of them that could have been on the tour. We've just got so many great athletes back in Australia, but the 24 that came out, the 7 that didn't play today, and the ones that stepped up to the left of me here today, it's given me shivers just talking to you about it, mate. It was everything that we've dreamt of, everything that we've spoken about for a number of years. So, real credit to them.
You were favourites, but I don't think too many people would have envisaged such a big win after what happened in the pool game. What was the difference? Maybe the extra day to prepare, the extra time to prepare, or the changes that you could make?
Oh, it's the fact that we used 24 throughout the tournament. It's like I think we copped a bit of criticism for changing the team all the time, but my definition of talent comes down to adaptability. And the team adapted. Like you would have seen 6, 7, 8, 9 different combinations that played on the field out there, but they were seamless. Pretty much the whole way through the tournament. We made a few mistakes today, and we made a lot against the Kiwis the first time round. We had no qualms that we're going to put on a good performance today.
And how much pressure does this put on the men in 20 minutes' time? The fact that you've got that.
We're are the men playing?
Yeah,
no, look, what I will say about the men is they've helped us elevate this women's game as well. I had to sit on a panel with Mal Meninga before I was appointed to this role, and I can tell you it's the scariest thing that's ever happened to me. And that's saying something because my wife gets cranky sometimes. So, he was one of the ones that said he wanted to make sure that the men and the women were treated as equals. And he was looking for someone to do that, and I've been fortunate enough to be the person that's been able to help that happen.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you, mate.
Not bad from old girl, Ali. Player of the final.
old girl. I forgot how old I am. That's what I just wanted to say. One thing. People criticise the changes that Brad made, but like you saw today, we had full belief in 1 to 24, and you saw that no matter who was playing where. I know he did say that, but he had the players' support 100%. So, and you can see that out there. We believed in what they said as coaches, and we bought into the defence focus. And if it probably wasn't for them putting the surrounding around that, we wouldn't put on a performance like that.
Nice to end the year on a high for yourself personally, though, like to put in a performance and contribute.
Yeah, it's probably been a challenging year, I guess, going in and out of form. I'll be the first to admit that, but I enjoy my footy and I feel comfortable in this jersey, and when I have the support of the coaching staff and the girls, no matter what other people say, I know that the girls believe in me and lets me play how I want to play and enjoy my footy.
Can you explain that roll out there that you did? You did after the game and you rolled around on the ground.
I missed that. What happened?
Ali showed us her breakdancing skills.
Oh, no.
There's been a new alley. The girls have made me come out of my shell, which as I'm getting older, it's been quite good to not be the so serious girl, and I've really enjoyed myself, and I don't want this feeling to ever stop.
I think all the young girls have brought her age down a little bit. Same with me, being around such a younger group. It's really, really fun. We've got a great bunch of girls, 1 to 24, and we have so much fun together. As you see out there, we always encourage Ali to trial her breakdancing skills.
I thought it was better than a roll.
Yeah.
Ali, you said on the interview on the field that you intended that you want to be there in France in 3 years' time.
Yeah, I don't think I want to put a stop on when I finish playing, and I would hate for someone to do that. So I'll be the decider of when I finish, and people do say my age all the time, but as long as I've got the belief in the people I'm with, my family at home, they believe in me and want to support me and let me play this game. So it's a credit to my wife and my kids at home that support me. So I'm going to keep going. I set my sights on France, and let's go.
Do you think there are some young playmakers coming through, but I mean, you just one player of the match in the World Cup final, so I think you might let them know.
Well, it's exciting that there's so many halves coming through. We had Fui on our tour, and Taryn's still very, very young, so I was young once, playing alongside Karen Murphy, and yeah, I'll just see how the ride goes. Maybe I need to change position, but I'm enjoying it, and I loved being half today.
Kezie, a decade ago you didn't know that the Jillaroos existed. Tell us what this tour has been like. I mean, you've just played a final on Old Trafford.
Yeah, definitely really special, and it was the 2013 World Cup. Ali was there holding up the trophy, and which inspired me obviously to play in women's rugby league. And from there to now, it's rugby league for women has just gone leaps and bounds, and it's the investment that the NRL have put into it, and the support we get around that. And you saw that out there today, that how much the girls have. Well, people have invested in our game, and how athletic, and the performance that we put on today, it just reflects that. So I can't wait to see what the next 3 years, the next World Cup, what can change between now and then.
Do you reflect on that before the game, that like the last time the World Cup was played here, you saw Ali holding up the trophy, that's what inspired you to play. Here you are, captain of the team.
Yeah, it's definitely something I do look at and reflect on, and we've reflect on the past a lot throughout camp, and it's something that we do really well with the Jillaroos, of how the girls who paved the way before us, we're standing on their shoulders, and we've got photos and things around when the girls did win in 2013. Just a photo, just on a field, just looks like a local footy field, with a banner saying champions to 2017. What's changed there, and then even just there today having all that stuff out there, and the streamers and things, just those little things like that, how much has changed, and the women's game's elevated. It's really special to be a part of, and to see how far the women's game's gone.
What about for you, Ali, because you were in that?
The trophy's grown a little bit. I think it used to be the size of the Pepsi Max, so we're moving up there, and it's a little bit heavier to hold, but I think it makes you resilient going through those times. We can all say there's been times that have been very challenging. We play women's sport, it seems to be quite challenging regularly, and there's still lots of fighting going on, behind the scenes that no one does see. So it just shows that we're resilient people. We can put on a performance like that, but we have no idea what next year looks like. So we're going to celebrate this, and then we'll deal with the next challenge that gets thrown at us.
Quite a few people travelled over, obviously, family, but back home there's obviously a lot of support too. What's that been like, just all the girls being away from home, to be able to do it, and they've had the opportunity?
Yeah, it's been great. That's what makes me get out of bed every morning is my family, and I know that that's what the same with these guys. So the extended families, we've got a fair few adopted stepdads and mums and boyfriends and girlfriends and all sorts of things going on. But they've been a great support. You see a dog up the street and we all claimed it as our own or a baby. So we are missing our families, and it's been really special to actually have half of the families here with us and enjoy this special occasion. Who would have thought we'd be sitting in here in the Manchester United press room talking about women's rugby league? The game's come a long way.
Brad, we talk about the history and how important that is. What would you like to see the women's game look like in 3 years, not just for Australia, but for all the other countries that have competed?
Well, I think the last 5 years we've done a hell of a job to get to where we are now, and I think we've got expansion happening in the Southern Hemisphere. I'd love to see some growth here in the North. And we've thrown our support around France, and we met with the New England coach yesterday. So we're really, really committed to making sure that the game is healthy right across the globe, and we'll do whatever we can to make sure that these girls continue to be the best humans off the field, the best athletes on the field, so they inspire girls right across the globe to play the greatest game of all. All good?
Yes,
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Enjoy your afternoon.
I dare say we won't enjoy it as much as we enjoy yours.
Let's get a beer into us, eh?
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.